So a friend of mine is moving here. I call him my brother. He's moving here from Connecticut, right? And, you know, he's asking me what different places and areas to live at in Charlotte, right? And he always reiterates, every time he asks me this question, he always reiterates, I don't want to stay in the hood. And I understand it. You understand? But Charlotte is like, you know, this rare city, right? And what I mean by that is everybody gets along. Everybody is peaceful. Everybody is happy. You know, and it's just this, it gives off this utopia. You know, and I can understand how somebody can come down here and think Charlotte is sweet and really sleep on Charlotte as if there's no crime, as if no murders happen, no drugs, and no violent crimes, and none of that stuff. And that's far from the Father's truth. Period. Yes, true indeed. People are peaceful here and get along. All races. We all get along here. But the average person could go from 1 to 10 instantly. And that's what you have to be aware of. The big question, does Charlotte have crime? Yes, it's a city. Yes. Just the other day, man got stabbed up in Lowe's. A couple days before that, dude got shot at the Epic Center. Like, it's in the heart of Uptown. So yes, crime happens here. And the thing of it is that it's not like in one control area. And what I mean by that is, you know, it's not like this specific area is known for, you know, crime all the time. I mean, it's somewhat like that, but it's not like that. And what I mean by that is, like, crime can happen anywhere around the city. Now, does crime normally happen in the Ballantyne area? No. But there are times that it does happen. Like, just, what was it, a couple weeks ago, a man stabbed up his wife. And that's unheard of in Ballantyne. So it's a city that you don't have to be scared, you know, but you do have to be aware of your surroundings, because anything can pop off at any given time. But like I said, normally people get along and we're respectful, and Charlotte is the peak, the highest for Southern hospitality. It is there. But at the same time, you cannot sleep on the city. You can't. You know, so I want to run down certain areas and streets with you. So just in case you want to visit or you plan on living here, you can get the ups on it. Now, before I do that, I want to let the charlatans, the people that were born and raised here, I want to let them know, I mean, no disrespect, I'm just giving you all my observation, you know, of what I think is safe and hood or whatever have you. So if I offend you all before I start, I apologize. I know I wasn't born and raised here, but I do have a right to speak my mind because I live here. This is my home for now. All right. So you got Betty's Fort. Let me rewind. Let me start off with this. Now, Charlotte used to be very, very dangerous. These areas that I'm about to name, but they're gentrifying it. So now they're not as dangerous. They're basically pushing, the city of Charlotte is basically, it's not even basically, they're pushing all of the minorities out of the city. To the point where, you know, the average black person is going to be living in Salisbury, Gastonia, and South Carolina, Rock Hill, Antigua Bay. Because they're pushing all the minorities out of the uptown area and just like the outer skirts of Charlotte. Now the black middle class, of course, you know, they're around Charlotte. You know, you got a university area, you have Still Creek. These places is where middle class blacks live at. Okay, so now that we got that, you know, straight away, let's talk about these streets and areas, right? So you have Betty's Fort. Now half of Betty's Fort is gentrified. So behind Bojangles, where Johnson C. Smith sits, over in the left part, all of that in the back is all gentrified. All gentrified. It's all new communities, townhomes, apartments, and all of that stuff, right? Then the other half is like hood. I'm not gonna lie, like around Food Lion. You got is it churches? No, you got McDonald's. You got a library over there, Family Dollar. All that area, that's hood. But then there's pockets like side streets where white people live at, and it's just, it's shocking. But you could be in the hood, and then it's like a couple streets in the hood where white people live. You have Freedom Road, that's being gentrified, but then most of it is hood. You have Wilkinson Road, that's somewhat being gentrified as well, but then you go further up, that's hood. North Tryon is hood, but they have built a rail system over there. You know what I'm saying? A train that runs straight through uptown. It goes from South Boulevard on 45 on the other side, near Pineville Matthews, and it goes across the city, straight through uptown, straight through the Noda District, and it stops at the university area. North Tryon is beginning to just not be bad at all, because like I said, they built that stuff up. They built it all up, right? You have Arrowwood, not so much. I mean, you might not want to live out there. Midtown, Cherry used to be all black, but now they gentrify it, so all of the communities that's in there, the black, or rather minorities, are slowly but surely being pushed out. Midtown is where you got your shops like Target, BJ's, Best Buy. You have restaurants all in that area. It's all new, right? University area. University is areas where a lot of middle class blacks live. You have UNC Charlotte over there. You have a lot of restaurants clustered all in that area, because that's where the end of the train ends. What else is over there? It's a nice area, but it's really, really busy. I mean, if you want that city life, you can live over there. You know what I'm saying? If you like that hustle and bustle city life. Park Road is good, but that's like you gotta have some money to live down on Park Road. That's closer to downtown and South Park Mall area. South Park Mall, that area is good to live at, but you have to have money. Valentine, definitely money. Good place to live at. No crime, money though. Lake Norman, Huntersville, money. Great place to live at, you gotta have money. South Boulevard, depends on which South Boulevard you want to stay at. If you want to stay further uptown, you're gonna have to kick out some bread. You want to stay further out, you may not kick out as much, but the areas are not gonna be that decent. I mean, it's not like a lot of crime, but it's somewhat semi-hood. Pineville Matthews, little to no crime. You don't have to worry about that. I mean, it's decent. They're two different, I don't know what you want to call them, cities or something, but they're still connected to Charlotte, so you might as well say it's Charlotte. Providence Road, you gotta have some money to live on Providence Road. Plaza Midwood, it's kind of like a swanky hippie-like area, but you definitely have to have some money, because in that area, you could walk to where you want to, if you want to get a pizza slice or you want to go to a bar, everything is there. You don't have to drive anywhere. The Noda District, they have built that up. It's real eclectic out there. It's like karaoke night and poetry and just the arts, but you're gonna have to have some money to stay out there. Central Avenue, just depends on what Central Avenue you're living on. Freedom Park, you definitely have to have some money. North Graham Street, that street has been gentrified, but it's still hood. It's still hood. You know what I'm saying? If you go, the further out you go is hood. West Sugar Creek, good. East Sugar Creek, hood. Tuskegee Road, hood, hood. Independence. The further out you go, the less hood it is. But the further, when you're coming towards Uptown, it's got some sprinkles of hood in that area. Have I covered everything? East Boulevard, you're gonna have to have some bread to live out there. Woodlawn, it's okay. Gotta have some bread though. Still Creek, this is where I live at. It's middle class. Little to no violence, you know. I mean, you may have out here car break-ins, you know, but that's about it. It's really not really. It really is not. I'll explain to you like this. When Harris Teeter used to be 24 hours, I used to walk to Harris Teeter 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and I wasn't worried about my life whatsoever. I wasn't in fear of my life whatsoever. Like I said before, and I say it again, and I know I didn't name all of the streets and all of the areas, but basically these are kind of like famous streets and areas, you know, that people like really migrate to in the city of Charlotte. Hidden Valley, that used to be extremely hood. Like, you did not want to go into Hidden Valley. That's off of West Sugar Creek Road, if I'm not mistaken. Now I'm hearing that it's gotten better. You know, I think that's about it. I've covered everything. I hope that I helped you all out. Overall, Charlotte is a great city, but I just gotta let you know, do not sleep on it, and definitely don't sleep on the people, because like I said, the average charlatan will go from 1 to 10 instantly. Let me tell you something. I'm trying to give y'all some game. I'm trying to drop some jewels here. The average thug out here practices mannerism, is respectful, and has some common sense. Seriously, I mean, it may be shocking to you, but it's the truth. But while he has all of this good stuff, you could be inside, let's say Hot Taco off of Bland Street, right? You could be in Hot Taco and they could be playing music and everything is cool. Like, I went in there yesterday and it was peaceful. Like, it was all black, but it was peaceful. Everybody was mad cool. But something could pop off, and guess what? It'll go from 1 to 10 instantly. So I would tell you, be aware of your surroundings. Be conscious of where you're at all times. Because Charlotte is a beautiful city with beautiful people, but it still has crime. Not as much as Atlanta, not as much as Chicago, not as much as New York, but we still have crime. I want you to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. My name is Langston 2092.